2, 3.
Yeah, they gonna miss the fact that B ain't here.
Oh, bitch. Good.
What's up, y'all? It's the Drunken Knights. You got me, King K.
Bitch.
Go start it up.
No. No, you gotta do it.
I got it.
Go.
What's up, y'all? It's the Drunken Knights. You got me, King K.
Yeah, I gotta.
You got
He don't say that no more.
Yeah, he said,
Brother to the Night is not here.
Oh man.
And we got Boss Swoop.
Yes, sir.
And sitting in for B is our brother Jones.
Yes, sir.
The fourth Drunken Knight. And we are the Drunken Knights, protectors of truth.
Yes, sir.
Somebody,
bitch you.
Man.
There we
Damn,
go.
man, I'm slipping.
Bitch, I thought Jones was going to do it. The nigga ain't
Start
say
over.
we can't keep starting
I
over,
ain't finna
nigga.
start over. We just finna keep on going now.
I say that shit when y'all were like
When you listening
when
to
I'm
it.
listening. He be selling the money. That's like TC saying his little thing. I can't do it, bro. But you know,
Shit, I be doing y'all intro.
yeah, man.
It's only one part. I'm not sure exact. I think he just said a word to make it
rhyme.
Yeah, but it really. I'm like, I don't know what he's saying right there. But what's up, fellas?
It's cracking.
Chilling.
Man, thank y'all for having me on, man.
Man, you know it's always a pleasure, brother.
Yeah, man.
And for those who have never, who don't, first time listeners, this y'all first time hearing Jones on here, make sure y'all go to Stakes is High podcast. Check out their last episode that was last Tuesday featuring they bruh Dez. Yeah. And they also have another episode dropping tomorrow. So, Tuesday, right?
Wednesday.
Dropping on Wednesday?
Yeah,
Wednesdays. Tuesday is her spectral.
Yep, man.
So,
this upcoming episode, it was dope, man. It was shout out to my brother TC get married. But I like this episode this week. It was on some like I wish you was there. It'd have been perfect for you, KK. It was like a transparency man talk. Like niggas like discussing their insecurities of like just it was just a good episode, man. Discussing like purpose and God not making mistakes and our energy and all that. It was good. It was a grown man conversation. It was dope, man. So yeah, man, check us out, man.
That's type of shit I like to talk about too.
Yeah, that's why when I was like, "Damn, King K would have murdered this show."
Man, it's crazy when people say shit like that about me, because to me, I'm just like it's just easy for me. I just come out and just say, "Yeah, this is what I've been through. This is how I feel." It's so.
But it's rare, man. Where you, I mean, and I think it's telling when men can be transparent. I told y'all a long time ago, that's one of the reasons why I start like really messing with y'all, because of transparency. Like y'all, it's the truth that y'all are able to give to your homeboys in a circle. Not, I mean, even when these cameras are off, when the, like, and that's cool when you can be around men who are able to be vulnerable and be like, yeah, man, I fucked up, or
hold you accountable, but still don't judge you.
Yeah,
and that's real.
And then that allows me to be like, I fucked up too.
You know what I mean? On everything.
You know what I mean?
Because just all in all, that's just anybody in general. You know, just people. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm hot. Yeah, it is hot.
Yeah, it's hot as hell in there.
Nigga, ain't the air, the heat ain't on or nothing. It's usually
bright
cool.
ass lights, nigga.
Yeah,
That's
it's the bright light.
Yeah.
Bright light. Yeah.
Yeah, especially this one, nigga. That shit beat.
Man, that nigga got Tito's. Shit.
Instead of
I've been drinking. I've been on vodka. I've
been on tequila.
But I got some 1800 in there. It's cool. But either way, man, I think it's just and people naturally open up, when they can feel that they not being judged or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you when you're around people that you can empathize with, and the motherfucker that's not looking at you like, the fuck, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Yeah. Even if it is a nigga with the fuck type of situation, a motherfucker ain't gonna, we the type of motherfucker, we gonna be like, okay, well shit. Now this, let's see.
You might get these jokes.
Yeah, you gonna get these jokes. But we gonna figure out how to, next time that shit don't happen, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, you gonna catch test these motherfuckers though.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
I group me as a place for it's a place for truth.
Real tough. And it's real shit.
I always tell people though, man, you gotta lead with your shit. In order to make a person not feel judged, you always gotta lead with your shit. Like if I see something, be like, "Hey, bro, you know, like I was in this position before, and this is what I did or whatever." So I'm just seeing your shit now.
Well, that's the empathy.
And,
that's how you empathize, and so you don't seem like you have sympathy. Because the sympathy and empathy is two different things. So like some people don't like to feel like people are trying to, you know. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, to them, you know what I'm saying? Like
pity,
you know, that pity type. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, so when you do that, you're, and that's one of the number one things. You know, when people are talking to people that I've learned, you know, through like my management classes and stupid shit like that is, you know, you empathize with people. You give them some of you so that they can give out. You do all of them. You know what I'm saying? When there's some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, shit, you going through that. You know what? Even if it's not your personal situation, you know what? My brother, you know, this and this, or this and this, and just to make them come out a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, to where, so definitely.
Yeah, you know, empathy also is, like what you're saying, it's also about, like, I may have never gone through it. I may not understand it. But
I feel you.
I
can feel.
Help me understand.
Help me understand, and I can feel. And that's the thing, when people genuinely feel that you give a fuck about what they, you know what I'm saying, and that's, you know, even if you don't, sometimes, you know, you really kind of got to, if it's a motherfucker that you fuck with, you know what I'm saying, real talk, you be like, oh, okay, here this shit go. But you know what?
Yeah.
I got crackheads in my family too. You know what I'm saying?
You want to hit your rock, bro? You want to hit your rock? I always labeled it though, like empathy is sharing emotions with somebody, and sympathy is sharing like actions and stuff. So when something happens, they kind of can sympathize with you. Cause like, I've had my foot run over by a cop before, or whatever. But the empathy comes in like, damn. How you feel about that?
It's how I feel.
Yeah, it's like
I
how
can
you feel, and
the way you feel.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's real.
I think
and there's a lot of people that can't do that shit though.
Nah, man. And you know, I think one of the biggest issues, and you know, kind of changing it from us like men, you know, like one of the biggest issues with racism or people who are quote unquote not racist, when black people express themselves and what the fuck they going through,
they can't. They don't
have no empathy. They're like, I didn't do that to you. It's like
they can't understand it. Cause I read something up under a post the other day, and there was a comment because they was talking about reparations. Because you know it's a whole every state is doing something. You know, Indiana's gonna be the last state, but either way, if ever. But every state is like L.A., Chicago. They're doing something to, you know, something towards reparations
for sure.
And it's because it's not being done on the federal level. The states are doing little things here and there.
I see something in Chicago about the housing.
Yeah, the housing. Yeah, L.A. got something else going on. L.A. got something else going on. So, and somebody up under the comments was like, well, fine, we got to pay for something that our ancestors did that we didn't have nothing to do with. I'm not racist. You know, my great-great-great-grandfather may have been. But,
shut up, bitch!
You know what I'm saying? Now we got to pay for it.
But you know, this nigga Swoop, he had that secret racist.
I think they kicked me out. I ain't seen no post in a while.
They found out this a
nigga. Black Klansman.
Yeah, they wild because like I was in that group for a while, and they used to say some shit. Nigga, I'd be like, boy, that shit true though, boy. There be some fucked up shit, but I haven't seen no post in a while. So I think the admins probably went through was like, damn, this a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, this nigga cook chicken. He's a chicken cooking nigga. This ain't just a regular nigga. He's a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, let me get this nigga about it. Yeah, but I seen that just like on a Fox News thread. You know what I'm saying? You know them. You know,
but that's the conversation that they always have. That's a part of it. And if you don't try to understand, like if you don't like, I put it like this: men should always show some type of empathy when it comes to women.
Definitely.
Because there's things that they go through having a baby. All these things that they go through, we will never understand, dog.
Nigga, I recently started like having those feelings once my youngest had her period. I started thinking like, and then like she had like a bad time one time and she was crying and shit. I'm like, I will never exactly. And that's why I don't mind like when she on her shit, like, look, just let me know when you finna go and I'll stop and get you candy and chocolate out, ice cream out. Cause that's the least I could do, cause I ain't never gotta go through this shit.
Never gotta feel that.
I ain't never gotta feel none of this shit.
No, man.
And I don't even think it's really empathy. It's just sympathy. Like, man, I feel for you, man. Like, I feel for you.
You could have both in that situation. Like, yeah, bro. I never understand. So even when it comes down to the, like, I treated you bad this day, you like, all right, I didn't like being treated bad, but you know what I mean? Like you said, she had the attitude or whatever the hormones was going through. You just got to be like, damn, I get it. Next time, can you just, you know what I mean?
But see, what's fucked up, women, man, look, women make it seem like a big deal for men to ask, like, are you on your period or something? But man, that is really a legit fucking question because you just walk into the room with a whole fucking attitude. And I'm like, the first thing I want to ask is like, man, you on your period or something? That's going to help me sympathize with you because if you say no, now you're just being a fucking bitch. That's either but if you say yeah, okay. All right, I get it. Okay. All right. That's what's going on.
I wonder why would they have issue with that question?
Man, because they fit the reason that they would have issue with that question is because they are looking at it as if you're saying they don't have the right to be upset about anything or whatever. Yeah. You're maybe oppressing their emotions, I guess. So if you just come in like, man, you on your period? And she like, nah, like she just can't have a bad day or something. Or it's like, I'm assuming. This is what I'm assuming.
Or okay, so kind of like what you're saying is like, no, my emotion is the way it is because I have this emotion based off something you did or something that was going on, and you are just chopping it up instead of listening to it. Is like, you on your period? Like, no, I got a feeling right now.
Just because I'm feeling this way don't mean I gotta. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's legit. I'm mad. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I get you.
So, but me, I feel like it's a legit question. Shit, it's a fucking legit question, but I don't want to piss you off, man. What's funny with that too, man, is
what's worse? Are you pregnant or are you on your period?
Somebody
you don't know that's big already.
Are you pregnant? That's
Hey, we talked about this before, but
that's probably the worst. That's gonna ride with them. They gonna sit with that when they go to the bathroom and take their stomach out their pants and shit. No, that's gonna sit with them.
That motherfucking biscuit pop out.
But she got the whole pants belt button stuck, the emblem is stuck in her motherfucking stomach and shit.
Wow, man. You know, fucking say MK on her stomach.
Motherfucker say KM, nigga.
They ain't close together no more. You got M on the one side and K on the other side. Damn, bitch, how the fuck?
Well, bitch is like,
spread that motherfucker.
Okay. Stupid.
But that shit, like, talking about that leads to, like, have y'all seen them yet?
I haven't.
We watched the first episode was it last night, I think? So I haven't seen the entire thing.
I haven't seen the entire thing either. But looking at it, man, niggas during that time, like after slavery, man, the 1950s, shit like that or whatever, bruh, that shit was so hard on us, man, because I can empathize with that shit all the way up until this day, in the sense of, like, we can't say to a woman, you on your period? Because even though we feel like it's a legit question, we want to make sure that you're good and you don't get upset and you don't get happy. We're sacrificing a piece of ourselves to make sure that you good. But nigga, could you imagine back in that time, in front of your wife and kids, you gotta let this white man talk to you a certain way because you know he's in a neighborhood where they want this nigga gone.
Yeah.
And he kind of has to like see the bigger picture of it all. Like, look, if I just get irate on this motherfucker, it's bad for everybody in this house. So yeah, I kind of got to smile a little bit and try to just get him out the house as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But then your woman looking at you like, so you just gonna smile all up in his face like that?
See, but I think the thing is, man, you're thinking of you putting your current current self and your wife or whoever significant other. We're putting our way of thinking in that time. So if you were to smile in that situation and go home without any issues, she's not going to look at that's the time where they came from to be like, that's how they were trained and that's how they were culturally, that's where they were mentally to basically feel like that. So for example, right? So 30 years from now, hopefully, or even now, right? You'll see some of this generation where they will challenge police officers versus our generation. We be like, shit, put your motherfucking hands on the steering wheel. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? We do it different to where this generation, but they're looking at us like, how you gonna let, because the time we came from, we looked at, you know what I mean? So I think that's in the 50s. They're gonna be, that's,
in this specific scenario, she did come at him like that. Like, was fucked up. He kind of made her look crazy to the officer. Like something was like, no, she just everything is, you know,
okay,
she just
I got you.
and then afterwards she like, look, I ain't crazy, motherfucker. You just sit there and let them, and he jumped, he bucked up real quick, like what? Like I'm a what? So
I got you.
But shit like that, I'm sure that shit happened way more often back then than just that. So, and there were some wives that, I think more so the wives that were like, nah, baby, we got it, is when the husband was trying to go for the police. And she like, nah, they gonna kill your black ass. Baby, no. Stop, calm, whatever you gotta do to get in the house.
I mean, if you look at slavery days, that's why they would beat the man down to where he had to depend on the woman.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, all you got is me now. Like, he in the bed laid up, she working. Like, that shows some resentment. That'll gain some resentment towards the man. If he laid up in the bed, beat up, and you gotta do everything, you know what I mean? And that was one of the psychologically things that they would do. Beat the man slave half to death. Then the woman had to do everything. He had to nurse himself back, and now she feeling like, I don't need you, homie. You know what I mean?
But I think a part of the man's build up to this day is still a little bit of that. Like, we sacrifice
that shit still.
Yeah,
with us,
we sacrifice a little bit of ourselves to try to make sure that the whole picture is good. Whether the kids understand it, whether your lady understand it or not. Like, I know what I'm doing, but I also know what it looked like to you. And no matter how I try to explain it to you, if you ain't gonna get it, then you ain't gonna get it.
It's to a motherfucker to give a fuck. Cause I know some niggas. These young niggas, man.
Young relationships nowadays
they not
is
built,
bruh.
like how we was raised and how we. Cause you know what I'm saying. Like real talk. Like our grandparents. Our three of us. Our grandparents was fresh out of. Not slavery, but
our great grandparents. Let's say our great grandparents.
Well, great grandparents was slavery, but I'm talking about not slavery.
Yeah.
But no. Our
You mean like
grandparents
Jim Crow era? You talking about that?
Our grandparents was fresh out of fucking what's the name? I mean,
civil rights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fresh out of what's the name? My fucking grandma was born. Well, my great grandma was born in 1901, but my great grandma was born in 1912. Yeah, so
their parents were slaves.
Yeah, their parents were slaves.
Yeah.
And but I'm saying though, they was in slavery too.
Okay, I get what you
Get
said.
what
They
I'm
were
saying?
in that period. Okay.
So I'm talking about as far as our grandparents, shit, all that shit, that 1953 shit you talking about, because my mom was born in 55. You know what I'm saying? That's fresh when motherfuckers was moving north.
Yeah.
Trying to get out
Sneaking
that
north,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, sneaking north.
My
'Cause
grandmother snuck. They had to sneak.
Yeah,
man.
they made it to where motherfuckers was still slaves, nigga.
Yeah,
They made
they
it to
called it
where they
sharecroppers.
called it sharecropper, whatever they needed to call it. They called it that. So we seen that, and we seen the hard work that our grandparents did. You know what I'm saying? Now I know everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't know their grandparents like that or whatever. But me personally, I seen how my grandmother strived throughout all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When she came up, and then my mom taught me, you know, and educated me about how shit was when she was young, and this was going on, and this was going on. Nigga, nowadays, nigga, these kids don't know none of that shit, bro.
Nigga, young kids is raising young kids. Yeah. Straight up.
And that's real, man. So
They don't see that. They
So
don't see that shit.
when you see these rappers, these new rappers and shit talking about, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I ain't never had to live that shit. Or this, and this. Nigga, it's the truth. I mean, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, number one, because you're on this stage and you need, I feel like whenever you're on a certain type of stage, man, I understand that you're not supposed
It's
to
not
have
your responsibility.
But nigga, you up here though, and motherfuckers is looking at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Shit, have some type of, you know what I'm saying?
Integrity or something, nigga. Like
Something. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you feel me? Like, you hear, fuck that nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga, that nigga ain't me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, but you got millions of motherfuckers watching you. So, like, you know, everybody can't make it to that level. So I feel like if you're blessed enough to make it to that level, then I feel like that maybe sometimes you need to have some type of something. You know, now
I got a devil's advocate on that.
I mean, I understand it.
Yeah.
Are you kind of like? Are you gonna take the Charles Barkley approach? Like,
even
I'm not
with
a
the
role
Cardi
model.
B shit, like, nigga, I ain't nobody motherfucking role model.
That's
I was
Charles
a stripper,
Barkley.
bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Barkley
This and
said
this, and
that.
I came up.
Yeah.
Nigga, your little girl shouldn't be listening to my fucking music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's
Yeah.
on you. And I understand that completely, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
but
not what
damn,
I'm
speaking
saying.
up for your people is different. G.
Yeah, that's different. You get what I'm saying? Like, when a motherfucker asks you how you feel about a certain situation, I don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. Nigga, that ain't me.
Yeah.
It ain't in my neighborhood, nigga. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? So you
But
have...
that's motherfuckers with no empathy. Yeah, they ain't got no empathy. They haven't even formed that shit yet. Like these niggas, like them young niggas like that, man, them motherfuckers
I'm rich,
just
I don't gotta
got
feel.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Bitch, you ain't
and
always
they
been
just
rich.
got there.
But that's the whole thing. Bitch, you ain't always been rich, nigga.
Just got rich.
So I'm rich. I don't give a fuck about none of this now, nigga. All I give a fuck about these motherfucking bands, bitch. But when these white motherfuckers take it from you, because the white motherfuckers gave it to you.
Yep.
Ain't no niggas gave you these bands.
Mm-hmm.
Police right behind you.
You know what I'm saying? When these white motherfuckers take it from you, now what? Young boy locked up, feds. They about to tear a hole in this nigga ass. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit like that. Like, nigga, when you there, I feel like if you get there, and I ain't saying you gotta be this big advocate ass nigga. You ain't gotta be that.
You ain't
but
gotta be
just
no civil rights
have a
leader or nothing.
responsibility
Yeah.
for the people
What you
that
just
fuck
said,
with
have
you.
some empathy.
Yeah, you gotta have some
something for the
empathy.
motherfuckers that fuck with you. You know
Like
what
if you
I'm saying?
looking at
Because
George
we
Floyd,
still
you got an uncle
that's
like
what I'm
that.
saying. We
that
still
you
in
can
the
imagine
trenches.
that was him.
Yeah.
We still in the trenches. You made it out.
Swoop meant that. You hear how high his voice went when he said, "We're still in the trenches."
Dr. Martin Luther Swoop in this man.
Yeah, that's what,
Nigga, that shit be killing me, man, when them niggas say, like,
Man, but they
even
ain't got-
Wayne, like, that nigga, man, is lost.
Yeah.
man, that nigga's so under a rock. I don't think he that much of under a rock though.
Man, that nigga did that Trump shit smooth.
Man, he did that, and he knew it was coming. He knew it. That nigga did
what
that
he was
shit
doing.
so smooth,
He
nigga. I
smooth.
said, boy,
Everybody was mad at him. I was like, oh, that's what he did.
That's the play.
They got all that shit.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
So this checking road now.
Hey, you said something though. You were saying I kind of want to go back to that, man. We was talking about how the slave masters would beat the male slave into a point to where he couldn't do anything, and this woman was doing everything, taking care of him. She was working, she was raising the kids, and you said you think that's still kind of somewhat.
I think the mentality of like.
So that shit stayed with us psychologically all the way to
I think so.
Damn.
I think so.
Well,
because we want, man, we as a good nigga, as a good man, you know what I mean? We want to make sure that our families are good. Our families are straight. And we feel it is our responsibility to do so. Now, we understand the times. We understand that shit, if you ain't rich and balling, we need 2 incomes in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So we get that and we understand that. But if we had the choice to be able to make sure that our family is straight.
See, man, I agree somewhat. But I think the black family dynamic had been strong all the way until probably
80s.
And why is that?
Crack.
Oh, yeah.
They did that shit on purpose.
I'm telling you, bro, because I'm telling you, I think the black family was still strong even after that crack, because they was like, hey, all we got is us.
For a little bit.
Until
and then
the 80s hit, bro.
The 80s, that motherfucker, the war on drugs, nigga, all that shit, man. Shit. They did
welfare,
that shit. Nigga, they welfare. Nigga, your nigga can't live with you. Nigga, you can be on welfare. Nigga, this. Nigga, they broke up because they knew the strength that we had when we was together. You feel me?
Look, okay, for people who ain't seen, I know y'all still watching it. I'm gonna just say there was just one scene where the black man was challenging what 3 white men confronted him. He told them, I need you to ask me though, because they was asking him to come down. They was saying, you need to come down. He said, no, I need you to ask me.
I've been drinking.
Ask me to come down. So that way, when I give you what you asking for, ain't no misunderstandings. And there was 3 of them. He said, I'm going to get you first. You and then you. And so they're having a conversation amongst themselves. One is saying, man, it's 3 of us. This other one said, man, just one of them, they strong as apes, man. They didn't want to ask him to come down. Because they was like, he said, man, look, it's your kid. You ask him.
Matter of fact, go ahead. But no,
and so it was like,
blessed that you got it.
And I'm saying it because to what you were saying, like the strength of us, to what how they viewed. They was like, it's 3 of them, and it was just one of him with the mentality of I'll fuck you up if you come over here with that bullshit, and that was enough to make them be like, even though it's 3 of us,
man, they been scared. Nigga, all these police killing these niggas and shit. They scared. Yeah. Number 1. Number 2, they some motherfucking cowards, nigga, because they just motherfucking they want to show that they still massa. Yeah. That's what they trying to still show. Go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy, you got named this.
Dr. Martin Luther Swoop.
Boy, go ahead, boy. No, I feel you.
Nah, man, that's some shit, nigga. I be holding shit in sometimes, man. That shit be fucking me up, man. I swear to God, man.
But see, that's the part I was talking about right there. Is that mentality of from back then, how we have to hold shit in because of we see the bigger picture. Because I know if I fire on this motherfucker right now and I start beating this ass, everything I've been trying to build is gone. It's gone, man.
What the fuck can we do?
This shit gonna be gone.
So to go back to support what you were saying, right? Like, I think there was a battle between men and women in the household even before the 80s. So that psychological.
Well, the women movement, when they. You talking
when
about
women got jobs?
Well, no, not even that. See, I ain't talking about
that. You know where you need to be at.
You talking about that?
Go ahead.
So I'm going the other way, right?
Okay.
So I think there was a psychological, like when the slave, he got his ass whooped, and the woman had to kind of start taking over. I think there still was a psychological battle of hierarchy in a household with black men and black women. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
So naturally, as a human being, I feel like, that eventually a motherfucker gonna get tired of that bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, even though that a motherfucker is trained to submit, it's gonna be a motherfucker be like, man, I don't want to.
Not today.
I don't want to keep taking this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being completely honest.
Today I don't feel like it.
I mean, like
you
I
ask
said,
if she on her period,
and it was
brought it back. I like that.
Yeah, brought that motherfucker. But just to be completely honest, I mean, it was a norm for a motherfucker get smacked upside the head if you ain't motherfucking, you ain't.
But low key, grandma was running shit.
Yes,
that's the black woman has always been the motherfucking.
Let me tell you something, man.
the matriarch of nigga everything.
So, and I'm going back, and I think we talked about this a long time ago when I came on the show, and it's something you just said. We keep the shit in that we don't. Sometimes we just want to let it out. Mm-hmm. So sometimes we have to. It was about being emotional and being able to let shit out. That's a part of the psychological part of it, because we got our ass whooped so much back in slavery, and I say we as black people, we got our ass whooped so much to where we had to come out of that beating and show the woman, I'm the man.
Yeah.
I got this.
Even though you just seen me be broken down, I gotta still try to stand up and show you, no, I'm still the man.
I can't be weak. Yeah. I can't show weakness no more. Yeah. I ain't weak no more. I got it. And really, man, I just remember a time, bro. I used to just remember, like, why is Grandpa allowing Grandma just to talk like this? I'm like, damn. And then every blue moon, he'd come out like, hey.
No, goddamn it, now. You go.
That's what he used to say. That's enough, Margaret. When he said that, I was like, it's over.
Yeah. It's over. Hey, look, but Margaret, no.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it goes along with some of the things that we talked about before in the episode. I think it goes along with us not just like, here's the definition of a man. The definition of a man was who defined that shit. It was like, it had to be that person who was just like, all right, I got to show. It's an insecurity showing how we flex our muscles. You know what I mean?
Well, I believe, it goes all the way back into Bible times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
head of the household shit.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just the man was created first and the woman was created to be his mate and to help out, basically. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly.
Yeah.
And then,
each couple gets to define what that means.
And then the woman fucked everything up. Mm-hmm. So yeah, of course you're gonna be submissive, bitch, because you ate the fucking apple.
Now look at your pussy. It's bleeding every month.
Yeah,
shit.
Now
you know what?
Bleed and shit because your bitch ass ate the apple. I told your bitch ass the motherfucker said don't eat it. You gonna listen to this motherfucking snake?
You gonna listen to the government tell you I can't stay here. The government tell you I can't stay here no more.
Hey, when the people coming to check the house, you better give her hottest shoes. You better hottest clothes. They see them shoes. Whose shoes are those?
Nigga. Can't nobody live here, boy.
But you and your kids.
You and your kids, nigga. Shit.
Nigga, Timberlands be laying on the floor. You gotta go.
Get my work shoes, motherfucker. You don't wear a size 13, bitch.
But that shit is still going on, bro. I think we're at a level now, like we're 30s, close to 40s, shit like that, 40, or whatever.
Yeah, 40, yeah.
Yeah, so we're at a level now to where we're a little more comfortable financially, and we've grown emotionally and mentally. We kind of all of that shit, but it like Swoop was saying, there's some people that's still in them trenches right now.
Yeah.
Man, money is everything. Straight up, man. Money is everything. And one of the biggest ways a woman can make you feel worthless is to talk about how much money you don't have, how you cannot support, how you not doing this for them and doing this and that.
You know what's worse than that, man?
Ooh, nigga.
No, that shit right there, man. That shit.
I know you probably gonna say some shit too.
That shit cuts to your fucking core, especially
when you trying to be that man for your family.
But you know who allows them to say that?
The government.
No. corny niggas with money.
Of course.
Man, yeah,
That's why they say what they say, because there's a corny nigga with money coming around and he don't have no conversation.
Look,
he don't
man,
have nothing else.
But they got
But
money.
he got money, so he will make her think. You know what I mean? Like
that, and the bitch who paying $12 in rent will say the same shit.
Man,
like
no
a
way.
bitch who getting
no
taken
way.
care of from the government will still say the same shit about a nigga.
hell.
Nah,
hell
bro,
yeah, I
nigga,
done
what?
seen
No,
seen it.
bitches who getting taken care
That's
of.
an easy comeback.
Nigga, no. Because
Yes.
her mama taught her the game, because her mama taught her the game. You know, it's 3 generations of motherfuckers that live in projects.
But what I'm saying though, if you don't have money and a woman comes to you without money talking about you don't have money, that's easy. Now that's
Because
easy.
we older
You can
now.
man, even as a young girl,
Nah,
you can come
man,
back on that.
as a
But if
youngster,
a girl
your
who
pride
is-
is in your money.
But hold on. If it's a girl who is pretty and is being taken care of by corny niggas with money, if they say it to you, that shit cut deeper, bro. Because the girl on welfare, I mean,
That's more understandable though. Like, cause you know it. Like,
Nah,
bitch, you a
man,
bad
that's-
bitch. Any nigga out here with a bankroll, but I know that you being in a mature mind now. But I know that in the end, but you just a number to this nigga. You Tuesday. You know what I mean? So,
but it still hurt because she dealing. The girl with the $12 rent, she probably ain't dealing with these ballers like she is.
no,
So
but
she
he
can't- what
love
is-
that bitch with the $12 rent.
He got a baby by
Yeah,
her.
he got a baby by her.
Yeah.
He love that
It
bitch.
don't even matter. Yeah. So, yeah, that shit don't go.
She got a baby by her.
So when she say that shit, man, that shit, cause especially like if he's actually trying, and you come with this shit, or like, man, that shit cuts deep, bruh.
Man,
That's crazy.
motherfucker. Man, I remember, man, I never forget. Like, you know, cause niggas try to elevate at different times of their life. You know what I'm saying? So like, when shit happens, you know, you like, you know what? I'm about to try to do right. I want my family to be good. I'm gonna give me a job. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
You had your come to Jesus moment.
Yeah, and this is earlier in life. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Realize payroll checks ain't as big as dope money.
what?
Nigga, oh.
But even though the payroll checks ain't as big, they still took care of the house.
Yeah.
So, but the bitch want minks and shit and all this other shit because he used to it. So that's another question. Like, real talk. Okay. So,
Swoop wish he could do that right now.
Burp like
What
that.
you just did.
I swear to
I
God.
got another one
I
coming
got a
too,
whole
man. Wish I could
knot
get it to you.
right here in my motherfucking chest,
When you
nigga.
did that, he was like, "Damn, I wish I could."
Nigga, I'm
jealous.
I'm shitty in a motherfucker. I'm like, shit.
But go ahead. What's the question?
But no, I'm just saying though, because I discussed this with a couple of my old baller homies and shit. Like, when you with a woman and she loves you to death, the love doesn't, I guess the money doesn't make her love you more or less, but that's what she's used to. So when you fucking with her, you know, we going out, we going everywhere, everything good. That lifestyle is what she's used to. But then you said, fuck this, I'm done. Let me get a job.
Does she truly love you?
Is it her fault for
Good question.
Yeah.
expecting what she's been
Getting.
used to?
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
like if you skinny and then you just get fat as hell.
you know what I'm saying? Like, is it her fault? And I've thought about this shit. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a double edged shit. Like, cause you
brought her into this lifestyle.
Yeah, you the one.
Yeah, you the one who brought her into this lifestyle.
You get what I'm saying?
Or you get with a girl. It's kind of similar, right? You get with a girl.
That's a damn good question, Swoop.
Or like this.
You hear me?
Or you get
Whenever B ain't here.
Byron ain't here. I had to step my game up tonight. I done drank 3 energy drinks, nigga. We good tonight. I ain't going to sleep.
But that's the same.
I thought you was going to sleep, so I hit Jones.
No, I'm glad you did.
No, we good.
But it's a similar question. If you meet a girl out and she dresses sexy, and that's what you were attracted to,
Now you with her.
And she bumming it all the time?
No. She's still dressing sexy while you with her, but you with her and you tripping.
Oh, okay.
Same. That's the same. Like the parallel.
It's the same kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, can you fault a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you tell a motherfucker, bitch, I'm trying to get my life right, and you mad, but she like, babe, when I met you, this is how our life was.
Yeah,
this is how our life has been. This
is why I got with you.
No. She didn't get with you for that, but that was the perks of being with you.
Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying? Like, she got with you because she genuinely liked you or loved you or whatever the case may be.
But she wanted to be financially stable and live a certain lifestyle.
So,
she was like,
so can you fault her?
Nope.
For that.
Nah,
it's just the same way as if you don't want that girl who dressed sexy, you better say, okay, that's what I was attracted to initially. I grew. Now that I want someone to be this way, that's not the woman for you. Just likewise, that's not, you know what I mean?
But
when we say dressing sexy, are we saying like exposing, or we just saying being sexy?
Right? If I met you, even if it was exposing, whatever it was, if I see
the fact that you tripping on it is a problem.
Now you tripping on it. This how you met me, and this how I was.
That's true.
Yeah.
And now, just because your mindset changed,
my mind.
I mean, I love feeling the way I feel.
But the whole thing is like it'd be different, like dressing sexy and feeling herself, or dressing sexy to get attention.
However, that's how you met her.
True.
Either way, it's how you met her. So
you seen that.
Yeah.
You decided
when you walked
to wife
in
her.
and you seen that shit, you was like, damn, bitch. Look at that bitch. Shit, nigga, you wanted it.
And now you gotta get her. Now you trying to change it to apostolic with a skirt.
And then she wake up the next day.
Nah, nigga, nah.
I seen these dope ass jean dresses down at the flea market when
that shit ain't
trying to change the
happening.
Pentecostal. No, it's a wrap. She's still dressing like the club, baby.
I just feel like
no, you can't blame her. And you're right. So that was actually a very dope question.
You can't blame her.
I mean, it's just something that me personally I've been through, and then I've talked to, like I told you, I talked to some of my homies that have retired from the game, and it was like when it happened, it never was the same.
But was she really in love with him then? Because
and that's you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She wasn't in love with him.
It's really fucked up. It's no, because she could have been.
Nah, she wasn't in love with him because
everybody. But what is love?
No, she was.
What is love though?
She was in love with the lifestyle.
Everything that he was doing and everything that was accomplishing that was him.
Maybe he built that with her.
All of that shit was him. You know what I mean? Like when you in the street life and you doing shit like that or whatever, you building this certain lifestyle, you are a certain type of nigga.
So that's the way type that you of nigga move, she fell in love with.
That's who
she
you are.
She didn't fall in love with a broke nigga.
You a certain type of
she
nigga.
She fell in love with a nigga that got that.
And so
you get what I'm saying?
You completely change who you are. Especially
he ain't changing who he is. He's just changing his lifestyle.
Nah.
That nigga still gonna be that nigga. Is he different to her?
I get it, but to go from I'm massa to now I got a smile on white folks' face.
Just for a second. Now listen,
but that's what it's gonna feel like.
It's a whole thing. Look, a hustler is a hustler, and that's what Jones is getting to.
Yeah,
nigga, hustler.
It ain't like he changing
he
who he totally
make sure
is.
That you know what I'm saying. Like
he's still gonna get it. But he's like, I just gotta do it legal, baby.
It might take a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm. I gotta do it legal.
So that's the thing.
Transition time
so
is
the
what's gonna test the relationship.
Is gonna test if the bitch really, if the woman really.
Because if you put a jean skirt on that fat ass, that ass
motherfucker still gonna move. little apostolic bitch.
Hey,
like
a motherfucker have a whole fucking.
Listen. Go ahead. I can say this because I'm on a drunken night.
Yeah,
I'm scared of the poor, right? And they gotta. And this is probably this. Allah forgive me. They got a Muslim section.
Nigga, I was just about to say that shit. I said, motherfucker have a whole hood on with a mask. Nigga, you be like, damn.
I'm like, what? They got a Muslim? That's fucked up. Like, click on it.
Like, boy.
I'm like, damn, that shit. Like,
Up under that motherfucker, all you see is eyes and nose, bitch.
Yeah,
You be like, shit, that motherfucker. I know she come out that motherfucker's gonna be dating.
Allah forgive me. When I watched that, man, I'm like, damn, what? That's crazy.
But nah, that's
So she still say you just gotta put that jean skirt on, man.
Nah, man, but I just feel like me personally, and that's what, like, I was in a joint and I was talking to a nigga about this shit, you feel me? Like, and then when I had got out, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, trying to do my little thing, nigga.
I can see that. That's fucked
I
up.
had worked at McDonald's, G, you know what I'm saying, and a motherfucker, I swear to God, a motherfucker told me, so, when you gonna start selling crack again? I said, what? She was like,
that's some selfish shit, bro.
she was like, I mean, this is just not what I'm used to. This is, you know, like we struggling and we've never had to do this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? I said the rent paid, the car note paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, I'm just not used to this. So
damn, bro. See, whether you go back to prison.
And then a motherfucker tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, and you know, I personally lived that situation. So that's why I was just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, it literally, like, now be all the way 100, nigga. I went out and robbed 3 niggas that night.
Bruh, see, that's the shit. I'm bringing it all the way back. The shit that a nigga will do to try and make sure she cool.
It's fucked up. I went out and robbed 3 motherfuckers that night, man, and risked my fucking life, nigga.
To make her. I mean, that's why
Yeah,
I said that's
to-
selfish.
yeah.
That's why I said that was
Some
selfish.
bullshit, you know
she
what I'm
rather
saying?
you get killed or go back to so
You know
she can
what I'm
get a
saying?
nice.
But look, I come home with the bread, and she like, nigga,
That wasn't good enough, was it?
No. This is
Was it?
exactly what she said. She said, that's the nigga I know.
Bruh.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
And after that, I planned my exit
Yeah, hell yeah.
from that.
And
You
I'm
know what I'm
creasing
saying?
my goddamn shoe. Hold on.
Oh shit, this nigga got crease in his little ass Jordan. Look, motherfucking little ass Jordan.
That nigga, that nigga got a crease because his feet shrunk.
Yeah, man. That's exactly why, man. See, y'all on point, man. I got a fucking root put on me.
This rich
I
shit.
gotta make it look good in the camera.
Look, I
Infrared sixes.
told baby, I'm like, shit. Because, you know, pretty much after this episode, you know, we're going to be
At the other spot.
in our loose spot or whatever. I said, damn, I got to get dressed. Look, and I got to think how these niggas, because I'm like, these nigks get dressed and, you know,
Yeah,
shit.
come on.
I literally
come
forgot
on.
to be recording this. I'm like, damn, I'm looking at
Yeah. So I told her, I said, baby, nigga, you know I'm gonna have to be fresh and shit, man, because now I can't just come out of my house shoes.
Be like, oh, Swoop ain't at home no more. This is how this nigga dressed all the
Yeah,
time.
nah, nigga, I was dressed like you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, because when I got out the car, I said, King K, he clean. I'm like, I forgot.
The both of them
Yeah.
niggas, they make sure when they come, but everybody knows it's in my house, so I'm like, shit, fuck that, nigga, I'm good. But now,
I drove across town. I wasn't even thinking about it. I
I
threw
said,
some
fuck,
sweats and
nigga, I gotta motherfucking
Sorry,
make
man.
sure my shit looks straight. I gotta wear my good shoes.
I was like, me and B, we be wearing the shoes on the show and shit. I'm like, Swoop shit is actually the fact that he don't wear shoes. So I'm like, this nigga needs to start investing in dope ass socks. Cause he always wears socks.
That would be dope
I was
as
like,
fuck.
so
That
he
would
just
be
wears
dope as
dope ass socks on the show.
They fuck around and get a sock
Yeah,
sponsor.
I swear to
he
God.
just start wearing
That
dope
shit
ass
would be
socks
dope.
on the show.
Cause nigga, I
and
hate
don't
wearing
wear
shoes. Bro, I hate wearing shoes, nigga. Anytime I get anywhere, my shoes come off instantly, nigga. I swear to God, I'm like, fuck
So I
that.
think that's the move for Swoop. Just start getting some dope ass socks.
And the spot is our spot, so I can definitely take my shoes off.
Yeah.
when I get in there, motherfucker. So,
Yeah, I forgot y'all record. I'm like, man.
Shit, you wearing the right shit. You advertising.
Yeah, true that.
good.
True
What
that.
you got? You want to plug it real quick
Not yet.
before it comes?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
But nah, man. So
But I think that right there. I don't think that our women think about that part of us, the sacrifices that we actually make, and the things that we don't say to try to please them.
But you know
and
what?
make them happy.
I think in fairness, I think sometimes we do things to try to please them and
That
go
they
out
never
our way
asked for?
That they never asked for.
perfect segue. What these bitches want from a nigga? R.I.P. DMX, nigga.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
I want
He
to
would've
wait.
waited.
I know you still want to keep going.
No. I'm saying for that. For
Okay.
far as the DMX thing, I am RIP to him, man. I want to wait to see what because the media is putting out he had a drug overdose.
But I heard
attack.
But his family is saying that like
the second dose of the COVID.
he went and got his COVID shit so he could start moving around and shit, and then that's when shit could start getting fucked up for him. So I'm like, I kind of want to wait now and to see.
Well, he
what,
might have been one of the few people that had a reaction to it.
and there's a
that's
lot
the
of people
thing.
that's had reactions
what I'm
to
saying?
it.
I heard drug. Initially was the report was
Yeah,
overdose.
it was
and
a
then he had
drug
heart
overdose.
attack.
He had a heart attack.
So the
Overdose
heart
with a
attack is probably what.
And you in that field, so heart attack.
Yeah,
is that what the overdose does?
Nah,
is put
not
the heart in
all the time.
overdrive?
Nah,
Sometimes
Tom,
it
it
just
can
stop
be.
your heart.
It just stop it?
Dead serious.
And then they
And
Narcan.
if you ain't there quick enough to hit that Narcan, it's a wrap.
over. It's over.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's interesting you say that, man. I don't know if the family's doing a cleanup
Yeah.
or
So I
it true?
kind of
You know what I mean?
I just want to wait. I will
that's
say.
cool.
But here's the thing.
I will
but
say
we
rest
gotta
in
say
peace to him.
something,
Yeah.
nigga.
But in fairness to that, with that being said, man, and if you do have a loved one out there on drugs, we knew X dealt with the battle of drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's not saying that's true. You know, like you said, we'll wait.
Yeah.
But however, you know what I'm saying? Whatever demons he had, you know what I mean? If you know, man, we got a chance to love X. You know what I mean?
Man was ahead of his time on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Real talk, man. And like
That Drink Champs episode,
man, that nigga.
when he said I'm happy, I was like, damn, you know what I mean?
And what makes me partly believe the family, because you always, when you start seeing a drug addict gaining weight, you be like, they kind of getting that. You start looking like they getting themselves together.
Mm-hmm. I know
what
a lot
I mean?
of fat crackheads though. So.
There is some fat crackheads,
But
but when you've been a little
understand what you're
nigga
saying, though.
and you start gaining weight, but you been doing drugs this whole time, it looks like you getting yourself together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I honestly, bro, I'm gonna be like when I watch that. A lot of times when I watch Drink Champs, it's kind of sad. There's two episodes that kind of made me sad. It was the one with the Lamar Odom, and I don't know if y'all seen that one.
I haven't watched that one.
And then the DMX. I was happy, but also it kind of brought me to it was kind of sad watching it because Nori, the concept is Drink Champs. So they celebrate people and they keep giving them shots to make them continue to tell stories. And when, of course, when you drunk, you start telling more truth, whatever. And a lot of times when people get drunk, they start giving stories that they probably shouldn't say or whatever. And when I start seeing X get drunk, man, I was like, man, I just kind of, because
I kind of felt the same way. I was like, man, I said,
like, why are you
I said, what's
finna
finna happen after this show? That's my first thought when I seen it. I was just like, is he supposed to be drinking? I was like, is he? I was like, is he supposed to be drinking?
Man, but
Lamar
real
the
talk,
same way, G.
No, even though you don't do drugs, if you're gonna do a sober life, because people use other drugs.
Yes.
Which alcohol is a drug.
Yes.
So people use other drugs to compensate for
and that's
the
why I feel
drugs that
sad,
they don't.
bro.
So if you letting a motherfucker drink that you know is a fucking crackhead or whatever head, then that's fucked up.
And Nori does it like with Lamar Odom because Lamar he lost it.
A substance,
And they had to turn the cameras off.
Substance abuse.
Damn, with the Lamar one?
Nigga shit, our nigga, man. The nigga can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what he went in for ain't what, like, if he wanted to drink, he could have a drink. But he went in for some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Because of some shit, you know, or whatever. So, But when it comes to substance abuse, any substance that you know, so that can get you fucked up like that, nigga, you cannot fuck with.
Nigga, I done seen people graduate from crack, beat crack, and
straight to boy
go to pills.
Pills.
I done seen
alcoholics.
people beat crack, and go to alcohol. Like you said, it's still a substance.
It's still
bro.
it's substance
a
abuse
drug,
is a fucking disease.
And man, when I seen X getting drunk, man, then he was at one time he was drunk and he was like, "Yeah, my kids, and he brought his kids up, and you kind of can tell they was like it was just, I'm just like they watching their daddy just get filthy drunk and they know he has an issue, bro. And the same with Lamar Odom, man.
Because there's no turn off.
Yeah, man.
There's no people that have that you know what I'm saying, that issue is disease. I ain't gonna say issue, it's a disease. It's definitely a disease.
And how many times have you seen this, Swoop? A person who beats crack, they start drinking. Come on, man, have a drink with me, have a drink. And guess what happens? They go right back to the drug because their mind not right, and they go right back to crack. That's how it goes,
number
bro.
one, with alcohol, shit. Anything that anything that you use in excess can be a drug. Period. You know what I'm saying? But
sugar, shit.
Yeah, I mean, this dead serious. You know what I'm saying? So with that, with alcohol, it lowers inhibitions. You know what I'm saying, and that's why. You know, people are so mad about the weed and
the weed. You sound so old.
No.
You smoke the weed?
No, the weed.
No, you smoke the weed? They do say dope. Smoking that dope.
No, I'm just saying people are so
nigga,
mad.
my auntie made me think my mama was a crackhead. Nigga saying that shit.
Yeah. But I'm saying people are so mad about them not legalizing weed and stuff like that and everywhere because of it doesn't have that same effect that alcohol does as far as you're being so inebriated that you can't think clearly, that you black out, that you do shit that you're not supposed to be doing, this and this. And with the alcohol, like, you will literally not be there.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And
on
a motherfucker, you will literally not be there and won't remember none of the shit.
Have you ever paid attention?
And a motherfucker hand you a crack pipe, like dead serious, like shit. You know what I'm saying? And
or you get so like that downer of alcohol.
Cause it's a downer. You know, alcohol is a fucking downer.
And it bring you down, and you just get depressed. You're like, fuck, I'm gonna hit this crack or whatever. You know what I mean? But and that's one of the things when I seen that.
I ain't never been that drunk.
No,
I get fucked up, but I'll never know. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and hit this crack.
Now we talking about crack hitting,
but motherfuckers
who used to smoke crack.
That's done it. Yeah. But you know what?
Hey man, I seen
crack sounds good today.
That's like mugs who be like, I was so drunk. Like, why'd you rape her? I was drunk. I'm like, I ain't never wanted to rape a motherfucker drunk, nigga. Like, but when I watched the Drink Champs, man, it was happy to see the celebration of X. But it was sad seeing him in that state because nobody be like, you start telling a story, nobody be like, come on, let's have another shot.
And I don't even think he even realizes it neither because he's drunk too.
Well, I think he knows when niggas start drinking,
he understands it. I mean,
they gonna start talking.
But we're the drunken knight, so we understand that too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's
but
more
the same way earlier, you was like, I can say this because I'm on the drunken night.
But no, but I'm talking about content wise. But what I'm saying is, if one of your homeboys, example, what's your man? Who did our pictures? KB.
Yeah. We do sober nights for him.
Y'all know he doesn't. Y'all know that he beat alcohol. Y'all not gonna put the pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, all right, we respect that.
The first show.
If he come on now, we drinking.
Yeah. He's
he's back drinking.
No, he's not drinking.
No, not y'all. I'm talking about y'all not gonna pressure him to drink.
No.
Even not.
Nah. Hey, for real, if we was out and about, let's just say me and Swoop walking around Brad Ripper and we see Fly with a drink, we probably gonna beat him up.
Swear to God, I hit the nigga dead and fuck him up.
We probably gonna beat that nigga up.
That nigga.
You feel me though?
If I see you with a drink, nigga, I'm finna beat you up, man.
And now here's the thing. And to Nori's defense, he didn't pressure. He had Cameron on last whatever, and he kept trying to pressure.
That was a good episode.
You see the Cameron Derrick Jackson shit?
Oh,
Yeah, with
That
the- yeah,
shit funny in the mug.
But Cameron was like, he kept trying to get him and Freaky Ziggy to drink, and he was like, "Nah, man, we ain't drinking. Come on, man, I take one for me. I take one for y'all." Then they said no, but you get someone like X
who
that has a problem, or has been documented with
Lamar
having.
Odom. You know that he was that nigga was damn near dead.
But here's the fucked up thing about that too. We don't know what happened behind the scenes. We don't know if there was a conversation had before the show started. No, it could have been X. Like, look, hey, I know y'all do. You know what I mean? I want in.
No, it should have been like, I'm your nigga. No,
He should have.
but he probably
But
was
he was
like,
like,
give
nah,
us
I'm
this
not doing the
content,
show.
baby.
Nah, I'm not doing the show. I'm not doing the show. I'm not doing the show.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I feel you.
You know, so
But
it's
that
like,
was just my point of when I seen that, I was just kind of like,
and see what was fucked up is I had made a post because I actually know someone who recently, me and Swoop, we know someone who recently passed away from an overdose. And so I had put up a post before it was announced that he was that he died, saying like, so if we get another overdose case, are we gonna send these same prayers up again? Because it's kind of like when you know somebody who's in that lifestyle, you kind of just looking and waiting until. You know what I mean?
is that kind of what y'all felt about X though? Like when y'all found out,
when I found out that he was in the hospital from an from what the media was saying was an overdose, and that was on me because I leaned into it. You know what I mean? Like, because I already knew the history that he had a drug problem and all of that. And then once he passed away is when I started looking at it like, damn, maybe I was wrong. It could have been something else. But when it first happened, I was like, yeah, what the fuck did y'all expect? Like, he's an addict.
bro, I got
You know what I mean?
I got a cousin that's in prison right now for murder. Shot this dude. Dude came to his house, confronted him about some dope. Said he sold him some bad dope, whatever. Cousin came out. Dude came up there talking. I'm like, you don't talk crazy. You know, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, walked out. He shot him. Pow. Then walked up to him. Broad daylight, bro. Shot him dead in the head. Boom. Like,
Your cousin did this?
my cousin did that.
Okay.
Boom. But I told my pops. I said, man, his name Tack. I said, Tack been telling us he gonna do this all his life. Like, that's been his lifestyle. He been telling us. He been showing us, like, that's what I'm gonna do. And now he done heard a couple things, shooting at boys, but man, his lifestyle has told us this his whole life, bro, since we was kids.
And so when it happened, you just like, yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah,
It's
you
coming.
just like,
It's not how. It's like when he gonna do
Yeah.
it, bro. And he did it, man. Now he in prison. You know what I mean? But I knew it was coming, dog. I knew it was coming.
It sucks that X is he's passed away, man. He did have a lot. I think he had a lot to offer to the culture. His personality, his music, his spiritualism, his all of those things, man. It
like
does
Swoop
suck.
said, he was before his time, dog.
Yeah, he was, man. He definitely was.
Man,
And-
I swear I remember listening to that shit, nigga, in high school, man. And it was so crazy, like, just how the shit would hit me. Like, I wouldn't, the songs was straight. But when that nigga used to motherfucking the poems and
Praying,
prayers and shit, nigga, you'd be like, nigga,
That shit was hard.
this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, man.
Like, who the fuck is this
yeah,
nigga?
like the shit just used to-
Nobody's doing this.
Yeah, nigga, I'm riding around, nigga. Ha! Drunk pride too. 16. You know what I'm saying? Just like, boy, this nigga is
Nigga, I went to the concert.
real.
They had
I went to the concert.
the Hard Not Life with Jay is the Hard Not Life tour.
No, I went. The last concert he came here
No. I'm talking
was at
about
the Vote.
I'm talking when he first came out. It was a Hard Not Life tour. It was him, Jay-Z, Method Man, Redman.
That's
Damn,
when
you
they-
got to go to that tour?
Yeah,
Man, that's
nigga.
dope.
That's when they was trying to do.
man,
That
that's
was when they
dope.
was trying to do the group.
Who? No. This has been Jay was already.
Oh, he's already there.
Jay was the headline.
Yeah.
Jay was the headline. Jay had already taken
Nigga.
off. So look, X came out, and
You see that Woodstock though?
oh yeah, that was crazy. But when X came out here, I said, whoever got to follow him, they got their hands full, dog. Cause that
Nigga.
nigga killed the
And I'm talking
stage,
about
and then he
this-
ended it with a prayer. He was crying, nigga,
Nigga,
crying.
that's how he did. That's how he did here. This was.
Yeah, I was like, this boy
Let's
killed
see.
it.
What's this? 2021. I got out the joint in 2012, 13.
Mm-hmm.
So this had to have been about 15.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the Vogue. This is the last time he was here.
They been the Vogue. That's lit.
He's at the Vogue. And guess who I was with?
Mercy.
Nope.
Who?
16. This is motherfucking Brina.
Damn. Brina?
The one who just overdosed.
She just passed. And, yeah, she just. Damn.
She just overdosed too.
Damn.
That's a motherfucker we
She
know.
lived? Oh, she died?
No,
She died. Yeah, she
her and her dude. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I was working at Giordano's.
Her dude came with you?
Yeah, no, they invited me. They had an extra ticket. You know what I'm saying? They was like, bro, you want to go? I'm like, shit, hell yeah. So I'm with her and her dude. And shit, we go see X. I'm talking about, nigga.
She killed that
The
shit.
energy was.
The
bro,
energy
was crazy.
ridiculous.
He
bro,
kills
he
it, bro.
took his shirt off. He doing push-ups
Yeah.
on the stage, nigga. He motherfucking like, yeah, nigga, y'all motherfucking. I'm talking about Eric. I'm talking about he getting the crowd so hype, bro. Like we in there, like, nigga, he came out to the crowd, nigga, and just kicking it. And motherfuckers fucking with him like it, like the nigga was prolific, bro. Like motherfuckers, nigga, fuck with that nigga.
That's how he was.
And you know what's, and that's what's so crazy. That's what I was telling motherfucker the other day. I'm like, man, and Brina, like loved that nigga, felt that nigga to, you know what I'm saying. And I think it one other reason why is because she had.
She understands some of them same demons.
And going in and out of shit. And then for her, you know what I'm saying, she died a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Nigga overdose on some, you know, some shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Pregnant and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, it turned out she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah, at the time. Yeah. But yeah, so when I seen all this shit, I'm like, man, that shit crazy, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think I believe I think he got a legacy down there like Pop.
No, I agree.
Man, ain't nobody more. There's no one in rap that's been more powerful than X and Pac that talk
You feel
to.
what I'm saying?
No one that
talk to
level
you.
that talk to, like,
You know what I'm saying?
that
Like
people
that nigga.
feel.
So
Name someone else that anyone that anyone
and I told you I'm
feels.
16 years old listening to prayers and shit with this nigga.
Yeah,
talking.
no one has ever felt the
Like, you
music
feel
like
me? You know what
Pac
I'm saying?
and X.
Did you see the video in Orlando when the motherfucker played this shit through their speakers?
Yeah.
Nigga, motherfucker was like,
Or,
matter of fact, motherfucker came into the spot where I work at. It was like, y'all ain't playing DMX.
yeah.
Shit, please just play one song.
Damn.
Nigga, we played that motherfucking Rough Riders anthem, nigga. I'm talking about this old. I'm talking about this old motherfuckers in there. You know where I work at. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, nigga. Everybody got up. Nigga, motherfuckers, nigga. Swear to God,
Nigga, I remember
everybody
the first
got
time
up, man.
I heard that song. Man, the first time I heard that song, I was a youngin', and my cousin D, may he rest in peace. He put me on to DMX, and he was like, he was trying to put me on to Dragon, because you know Dragon killed it.
We thought Dragon was gonna be the best nigga ever.
Nah, not me.
I did.
No,
Everybody thought
it was like,
Dragon about to be cold.
Hell no, not me. No.
man, off that song.
Hell no.
Man.
Everybody was like, nigga, I can't wait till Dragon come out.
Nigga.
Man.
So he was trying to put me on to Dragon. Nigga, we was out in Miller Beach. They stayed damn near like right down the corner from the beach and shit. So listening to that shit, and he's telling me like, it's coming. But I'm listening to X the whole time, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, but his cadence.
That shit.
I'm like, man, who is this nigga? I was like, nigga, that cadence is fucking. I'm like, in this voice, I didn't know shit about X until that song.
Bro, the visual is what that made that song even better. The video,
That video stupid.
Bruh.
nigga, that made me start doing push-ups. These big ass niggas in the background.
Yeah.
That shit was hard, man.
Hey, real talk, man, because like you know what I'm saying, you know, I've been becoming a little bit more emotional. in my later years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've never really been like a real emotional type. You know what I'm saying? One of them.
You stop crying, bitch. That's the type of nigga you stop crying, bitch.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
What's the problem? Let's get this shit going. But nigga, man.
Fucked you up.
It fucked me up, man. I seen that Woodstock shit.
Yeah.
And the way, nigga, he captivated that crowd.
Are you talking about the
It
red?
was
The,
nigga, you see how
The
many
whole motherfucking
motherfuckers?
crowd, nigga,
I'm talking about that nigga had everybody, nigga, and just to know that this nigga's gone.
Yeah.
That shit fucked me up, nigga.
When Nipsey died, I was like, that's, what I mean, that's fucked up. Like, damn, Nipsey had such a future.
He did.
When X died, that was our legend, bro. That was our.
And
He was like
we grew up with him too.
Yeah,
at the same time.
yeah,
Like I know
yeah.
he about 10 years older than us, but
nah,
we
was
still
right there, yeah.
grew up with this. I mean, not we. He 10 years older than us.
Yeah,
is what I was meant to say. But we kind of grew up like his first CD. We was there.
We felt it, bro. You
know what I'm saying? So they felt it with us.
Yeah.
And now you know what I'm saying. So did you see the story with the Jay-Z and Beyonce shit?
But gonna buy his masters.
They bought all his masters and.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, they gonna give it to his kids.
I know that's not.
I'm still want to wait and see.
No,
if that's,
because
is that actually true?
No, the website that posted it
look like some fake shit.
was some fake shit.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. The way J and B move, we wouldn't even know.
Swear to God,
We
they
wouldn't
got a
even
lot
know.
of shit going that
We
we
wouldn't
don't
even know.
even
You
know.
know what I'm saying?
But
And we didn't know that shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jay got something that he
in
wants
the
to do
works,
because
in
they was,
already.
but you know they had what is it, friendly competition? I guess you can call it.
I'm telling you right now, Jay shed a tear over that shit.
Oh
Nigga,
yeah.
what?
Oh yeah.
That was his
yeah.
nigga
He shed
at
a
one
tear.
point in time.
He shed a tear over that
Come
shit.
on,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah, but J and B move in silence. They don't do that. Like when we didn't know that shit about Lil Wayne. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They put that,
until
they
he told
made
the
sure
story
was
about Jay basically paying all his legal fees and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we didn't even have known that. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, Jay, nigga, it was a lot of shit. T.I. shit. Motherfuckers don't know about. A lot of shit, nigga. Jay got them niggas. I mean, the whole thing is, and that's what motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, fail to realize sometimes, man. And when you talking shit about motherfuckers and what the fuck they do and what the fuck they don't do.
You don't know what's
You don't
happening
know
in the
what
background.
the fuck going on,
the
man.
fuck up. Yeah.
These motherfuckers, man, you know
I
what I'm
hate
saying?
when people do that
you
shit,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? Real talk, man.
Like, what?
And that's it. Like, nigga, you know, I do, and that's to be completely honest, I do so much shit in silence.
As you should.
Just me. And I'll never, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just so much shit. Because I know blessings is going to come back to me.
That's what it should be, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm not one of these niggas. Hold on, nigga. Hold this so I can show you. So I can show you giving this food to these homeless
Hey, look at this bum.
Oh, I can do
look at
this.
this. Look what I just did for
Yeah,
this
you know
bum
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
street.
Like real talk. If it comes from the heart,
Yeah, man.
don't none of that shit matter, G.
Bro, that's why I always.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just real, man.
I brought one of the we were like as planning for the tools for teachers. One of the things I came up with was and I won't say it, but however, I love living in the moment. Live in the moment. Put that fucking phone down, dog. Like, enjoy yourself, man. Like,
Man,
I get taking pictures.
I
I like watching the scenery, but I'm talking about every second. I promise, bro. I seen situations. There's a dope ass DJ killing it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen groups of girls grab their phone, and then they stop, and then they go to edit their picture, and the DJ still killing it. But y'all do the AAA for 10 seconds, and then I'm like, y'all not enjoying yourself, man.
Man, you want to know something, bro?
Enjoying each other. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that phone.
I want to wait to talk about my tripping shit with when B come back and shit or whatever. Yeah. But what you said, man, living in the moment is actually a conscious decision, right? Because we're always thinking ahead, right? We're always trying to like plan the next move. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it is hard to just sit still and enjoy what is happening right now. Because nigga, I was gone and I was like nigga, I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I got back, nigga, I went to my job. to make sure everything was straight before I come in on Monday.
Yeah.
And when I went to my job, everything was not straight. I would have had a shit ton of fucking complaints and calls on Monday morning. So I'm glad that I actually, and it was in the middle of me unpacking. Like I was literally sitting there like, all right, shorts right there, shorts. I should go to my job. Like it literally hit me like that, and I just stopped. I said, I'm finna go to work real quick. And everything was not good. But to live in the moment, it's really not as easy as it sounds, especially when you have things at the crib that you want to tend to and you want to worry about.
No,
and so,
that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what he's saying. If that's your moment and you having a fucking good time,
just have
everything else. You're back home.
Yeah,
that's not the moment.
You talking about the anxiety of...
That's not the moment.
I'm finna say this now. So while I was gone,
you was still thinking about the bullshit.
A little bit, yes. And I had to consciously tell myself, bro, you in fucking Puerto Rico, sitting on a balcony watching the ocean. Yeah. Why are you thinking about that?
Let me tell you
And
something.
so I had to consciously tell myself to not do that.
In a few weeks, this motherfucker's gonna be somewhere on the floor,
bro,
charging.
The best
while
time
I'm on the balcony, nigga, whatever.
Bro, one of the best times I had in my life, bro. I took a cruise. I threw that motherfucking phone in the security joint.
Oh yeah, the little
and
thing.
Never seen it again. But dog, but honestly. Y'all like that though. Like there's been times to where we've gone out on vacation and not one of us have gone live and be like, hey, where we at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
But I'm saying it's not a common thing with us. We'll take a picture. But we just enjoying ourselves, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a meme out there, bro. It's this actual picture. And it's like, I don't know if they're at a concert. I don't know where they're at. But there's like a picture of like maybe 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, it made you look at the picture. They said there's only one person having fun in this picture. You scan the picture, and it was this old lady, and she just sitting there smiling. Everybody else got their fucking phones up.
Mm-hmm.
She's enjoying that moment. Forget that fucking phone, bro. Enjoy your moment. Enjoy your moment here at this time. If it's an hour, if it's 2 hours, if it's 2 days, like enjoy it, man.
Man, I get that, and you're absolutely right. But at the same time, I will say, taking pictures of shit does it does different. Help bring back, because
memories,
like I went
like,
parasailing, right? So I told y'all the story about trying to get on the boat, and I said I'm gonna wait until B comes back and tell his stories and shit so we can. Yeah. I kind of didn't want to wait until Swoop come back, so I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it until Swoop come back.
Yeah, okay, hold off then.
But you know, it was like
necessary.
some of the pictures, it was like when I look at it, I can still feel how I felt when that happened. If I just tried to go back to my memory, so much shit happened that it kind of it's kind of like, yeah, we did that. But when I look at this picture, I'm like, damn, yeah, that shit was
for sure.
You
but
know
how
what I mean?
Many times do people miss a moment? They're trying to grab their phone. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that.
You gotta wait for the right time. Have your feelings first. Like, take your picture after you recognized where you at, what you doing, and you enjoying it.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with taking your picture.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking pictures. But sometimes in a great moment, just enjoy it, bro. Don't fuck it up with going Facebook.
And I had a lot of those. I had a lot of those moments. I was just like, man, this is just
was on his top, nigga, because he was posting and shit, and motherfuckers was like,
no, fuck Mike J. Light skin Mike. So light skin Mike.
Enjoy your time.
Enjoy, baby.
But no, I was actually enjoying. Nigga, I took 1,000 pictures.
You got the camera, and I know you wanted to make sure this shit was straight and shit.
It was my first time,
and
so
it was first time down there. But you did stop. Mm-hmm. Cause at first you was posting a little bit. I'm like, man, if this nigga don't stop posting and enjoy what the fuck he got going on. But
hold on. But I'm finna tell you, when I was posting the pictures, I posted the pictures right before I was taking naps. No, when I was like, people think I'm posting the posting shit
time that was
at the
going
time
on,
that it's
yeah.
happening, no. And like same
done
thing I
laid
told the
there.
old lady. I was just like, look, don't record the shit on Snapchat or Instagram and none of that. I said, just get your regular camera, record the moment, and then just let's keep going. And then you'll post it later. I'm like, just record the moment, nigga. I got 1,000 pictures on my actual Canon, nigga. I got probably the same amount on my phone. So I just got shit, and I'm just like,
yeah, there's moments.
This shit was
there's
dope.
definitely moments to be taken, especially like you said.
Well, that's
with some of the
different.
pictures, like you said, like nature, some things like
Yeah,
that.
man.
It's the such and such. Will
It's like,
never
I'd
come
never
back.
see
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's just different from
I'm talking about like
a motherfucker dying.
what?
I'm just saying. I mean, when we talking about this shit, because the whole thing is everybody pulls their fucking phone out first.
Yeah. But you know what's fucked up about that, man? If a motherfucker didn't pull that phone out with that George Floyd shit, we'd have just had to go by their
but
fucking story,
that's a different
bro.
situation because the police was there and they were supposed to be the help. But I've seen situations where it wasn't nobody there and the motherfuckers in
It's
their
just
face.
all civilians.
It's
just
like,
instead of helping the
is you
motherfucker, they
got-
record.
Yeah, you recording. Bitches, you going, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that just took a dark turn, but not you know, I wasn't trying to get it
nigga,
there.
that took a real dark turn, nigga.
He
That
said
nigga
dead-
went down
he
40
said-
seconds to
PK said
post,
what?
and then went down the alley.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? But,
Ah, shit.
but I
gotta
feel you, though,
pee.
we got to enjoy the moment. I always enjoy the moment.
That's
and
a
try
conscious
to-
decision, though.
I agree.
And
You have
that's
to.
one
In this
thing that I
time,
learned.
in this day and age, you have to.
Yeah.
Because
Be
there's
like,
so many
yeah,
other
man.
ways. Because motherfuckers be ready to stunt, or they ready just
Bro,
to be like,
that
look
was-
at me, or you know what I mean, whatever it may
That's
be.
one of the things that I learned on that trip. Like, one of my favorite things about the whole trip was actually walking the beach at night smoking my cigar.
Yeah. Now, think
That
if
was
you,
actually one of my favorite things of the whole
and I
trip.
think if you had to do that on Facebook Live, get the right line, hey, yeah, I'm out here in Puerto Rico, blah 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 blah. Instead of just like clearing your mind, just walking and enjoy yourself, dog.
Bro, listening to the ocean. I mean, listening to that shit hitting the shore at night and just
We attached to these
like
phones,
that shit.
dog.
Yeah.
We attached to these phones, man.
Shit now. Where we at? We at hour 23. We good.
I don't know, we good on that.
Straight,
Y'all niggas got something else?
We've been rolling, man.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
I got to pee too. That's the first time Swoop ever said I got to pee on the podcast.
Yeah.
In 5 years, Swoop has never said
Nigga.
I got to pee.
I gotta pee like a motherfucker right now. I'm over here like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, you took King K line, nigga.
Yeah, man. He said it too, but shit.
I did say it too. But yeah, we need to get Swoop with a sock line so he can get some socks, some dope ass socks. I think that shit's gonna be dope, man. Me and Bia come through with the shoes, and then Swoop come through with the socks.
Hold on, nigga, I got shoes too, man. I just ain't got every Jordan
Man, just
that come out,
get the
motherfucker.
socks, nigga.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, we done.
Yeah, man. I thank y'all for letting me come through, man.
Oh, already, man.
Good episode.
It actually, I had no idea where this shit was going,
gonna
but
go.
it actually was pretty
Shit-
dope. I
shit
think B is
felt
gonna be proud. B is gonna listen to this shit and be like, "God damn it!
I was
I wish I was there."
On everything.
But it's when you listen to a good episode, regardless if it's show, because there's been plenty of times like I'll hit y'all like, damn, I wish I was there on that show, man.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
that's real.
It's like one of those, you like, man,
That's
I
real.
had so much
Real
input.
talk.
I could have been, you know what I mean?
It be some of them shows I done went to sleep on and I'll be shitty than a motherfucker. like I'll listen back to it and
Like,
be like,
damn.
oh my fucking God. Everybody be commenting on the shit, I'll be like, fuck. But no, that's real. And just to be completely honest, man, because B has testified to his journey on the Drunken Night show, he needed that. He needed this.
Facts.
He needed this. He needed this
Facts.
self-reflection. He needed, you know.
Yeah, we told him in the group, I said, nigga, buy your ticket.
Yeah, buy
Yeah,
your
nigga,
ticket,
buy
get
your
your
ticket,
shit,
do your shit, nigga, go.
nigga, and get back to you.
Enjoy
Yeah.
the moment.
Enjoy the moment. And my man's had a great time last night. You know what I'm saying? I let him talk about it when he come back. You know what I'm saying? You know, and and it was just some unexpected shit, and shit popped off. He had a good ass time, and I wish him the best down there, man. I just, you know what I'm saying, I want my man to get back to the nigga I know.
Yeah, man, you need, man.
You know
my thing is, man, everyone needs a mental health day. We think of it. A lot of times we think of it as like even if everything is good in your life, you still need a mental health day. And sometimes that turns into a weekend, going on a trip. Sometimes it may turn into a week, but we need it, bro. We need our bodies to reset. We need our mentals to reset. And yeah, man, you have to.
One thing I always say, man, is that God made us as individuals. When we was born, we didn't have no kids. We didn't have no old lady. We was born here as individuals, and God touched our head, and He gave us gifts and our personalities. So just because you end up meeting somebody and you end up in these situations, nigga, you are who you are when God made you. So you need to figure out a way to get back to that. And then you be more useful to the people that depend on you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta give your mind a reset, man. You have to. If you haven't, it's funny, man, because I had to.
That's the niggas that jump off buildings when the stock market get crazy.
Yeah, man. When I had a Monty Trey Niner on, man, and he was like, he don't take vacations. We got in the back and forth. I'm like, bro, what you mean you don't take vacations? I'm like, man, you need that break.
I remember that. Yeah.
He loves his job so much. He like, bro, this is what I love. And I'm like, man, even that, you still need don't even think about a tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's crazy as hell to see where that nigga is at right now.
Yeah, man.
I remember performing on stages with him, man.
When he came on my show, he start blowing, bro. I was like, man, people start knowing who he was. His Instagram videos start getting crazy hits. But he was one of those dudes. He just never. He said, I don't need a vacation.
Cause it's the little babe that was on the show with him. She was saying that she was wanting him to take vacation. Like, you need to take vacations.
They're not together now. You know, I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just saying, like, for me. In my life, the way my life is built and the way it is, I need that. Yeah, I need something daily to clear my mind, bro. I need like the gym. I need a book. I need the sauna. I need something to break away from. I feel
the same. I think it's just eventually. Sometimes when you're working on a dream, that sometimes you got that tunnel vision, and you don't want nothing to deter you from
success.
But success. So I think that's what Armani was saying.
Oh, for sure. I got what he was saying.
And you know that you know, y'all got into that too on the show. But like you know what I'm saying, you have a goal that you need to set. Even if it's just monetary. Yeah. Either way, you have something. Nigga, I worked literally 2 months straight, 7 days. 16, 18, 20, sometimes 20 hours a day. But I had something in mind that I wanted to do. I needed to do. I needed this. I wanted this in my bank account.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? This, and this. And I'm just about now, in a few weeks, going on my first vacation in a while. You know what I'm saying? And even now, I'm still thinking about what the fuck is gonna go on when I'm gone.
So nigga, that's the shit that I'm.
Yeah, nigga. So I'm like,
but bro, I did that right. Yeah. I did that and I used to complain to y'all niggas all the time, man. When my son was in daycare.
Yeah, I remember you talking about.
I was grinding for daycare. I was getting off work, going to work. I had a goal. Like I'm going to make sure my family does not have to eat ramen noodles. So
they I
don't want my son to ever have to open the refrigerator and say there's nothing in here, because I done that. So, bro, I busted my ass, but man, I hit a wall. I'm talking about there was a time where I was depressed, dog, because that's
since
all
the time
I
that
did.
We know you.
Yeah, nigga, smile to show, you know what I mean. But I was going through a depressed time to where I'm waking up at 3 like a motherfucker every day, 3 o'clock, boom. Couldn't go back to sleep. I was stressing, I was depressed because all I was focused on was making sure that, you know what I mean, and I didn't get out of that state until, you know what I'm saying, he was done with daycare. That was fucking me up, man. Like, I get anxiety knowing that I'm going back there to the hotel. Because all I remember being there
was grind.
Yeah. So,
but you just changed your perspective on why you there.
I wish
now.
I would have.
Right.
Yeah, for sure now.
Yeah.
But I wish in that moment, like Swoop said, I had that tunnel vision of like, but it was that shit would have killed me, dog. If I would have had to do that for like 10 years, man, my life expectancy would have went down, man.
It's hard, man.
For real.
What are you doing now though to make sure that to try to maintain your anxiety of going back?
Well, I ain't got to grind like that one.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I know I don't have to, I will never do it again. I can't do that, man. Nigga, I was getting off work, having to leave the fire department early to make it on time at the hotel. Mm-hmm. And then a motherfucker telling you, talking shit to you like, I'm just here part-time, I don't need this. You know what I mean? Like I needed it, but like I don't want to be a manager. Look, I'm here for this $400 a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't tripping, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm part-time, you know what I mean?
Nigga, that shit drove me crazy. Nigga, I literally worked from 7 a.m. to midnight. It sounds like Swoop right now. 7 a.m. to midnight, Monday through Friday.
That ain't life, dog.
Bruh.
That ain't life.
That shit, I did that shit for a while. I did it. Let me see. I'll say maybe November to maybe March. And bruh,
that ain't life, dog.
That shit, my mental,
how the fuck you are?
Everything was like really fucked up. Bruh. No, so I get it.
Bro, that's right. That right now, I hate stress. If I see something that's going to cause stress in my life, I can't do it, dog. I can't do that arguing. I can't do the bullshit, like work. People be stressing that stuff at work. Oh man, maybe I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care, dog. I don't care. You got loved ones, somebody in your life that you love that want to blah 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 blah. Hey, just come back to me when you don't want to do that no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do it.
This is different. I mean, it depends upon what you're doing, especially, you know. Like, I've been working 2-3 jobs since I've been out of prison. So, like, it's so pretty much, it's normal, but it's not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's not an everyday thing now, and I'm happy it's only, like, the weekend for me now. Go ahead, bro. Yeah. It's only like the weekend now, like Friday and Saturday, and then maybe on Mondays where I work from like 6:30 a.m. to like midnight. You know what I'm saying?
But you got used to that though, like cause
I'm used to it, and I think it's a little bit different because I'm doing shit that I love to do. Even though I love to do it. But
when you got that off time, when I called you the other day, I said, "Hey, Swoop, I'm downtown. You at work?" Your laugh was even different. Like, nigga, I'm off.
Hell yeah, nigga, I ain't nothing on nothing.
I said, damn, then I called you the other day. Yeah. Said, I'm off again. I'm like, oh, this fool off.
Yeah, I told you shit. I did that whole little 2 months straight, and then like me and the other chef that I work with, man, we was like, bro, we can't do this, man. We gotta figure out some type of way to where we can at least get one day off a piece. Yeah. So we've been figuring out here the last few weeks.
That's the danger, man, I think, of being a hustler. Like having a hustler mentality.
Man.
Like I've never not had a job, dog.
Me neither.
Ever since I started working.
Even when I sold dope, I had a job, bro.
Check it, man. When I first had my very first job, I've never been without a job since. Mm-hmm. Like straight up, because I had this, like when I start seeing them checks come in and I'm like, man, I like this, I like that, I like this, I want to do this, I want to do that. I start saying, yo, it just felt, if it was a moment of time to where I went in between jobs, that little bit of time I didn't have a job because I'm waiting for the next job to start, I felt weak as hell, man. I'm like, I ain't got no job for this like 2 weeks. Like, you know what I mean? But I've always worked.
Yeah.
And I think like you, man, just having that hustler mentality, you get used to things that we shouldn't be. We should not have to work day and night because we think that's normal. That ain't normal, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't normal, dog.
It's not normal. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I remember my OG, man, one of my OGs, he like, nigga, 2 jobs is for 2 men. He's like, shit, nigga, find you a job. But, I mean, I understood what he was saying, but and when it all boiled down to it, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, nigga, how am I gonna get this extra money?
Yeah, you feel me? Like, I want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And the whole thing is, like, I've always been able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. So, like, when I got this job, just one job, and I got to pay bills, and I can't do shit. Yeah. I can't take my lady out. I can't, you know what I'm saying?
And
I
that
can't
shit
do
gonna
that.
cause stress because you can't do
Nigga, I've been there.
Yeah, my kid needs something. I gotta wait till the next paycheck. Or this, you know what I'm saying?
Why your feet keep growing? Why you need more shoes, man?
So like, nigga, like to be able, it feels good to be able to provide. And do whatever the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. Man, but it's just
a man's ego is tied to his money.
For sure. I've never been, and this is the thing about me, I had the hustler mentality, bro, to where I never was ashamed to. I'll do any job, dog. Like, I don't care who see me. I don't care what was going on. I could be shoveling shit with a college degree. I didn't care, bro. I was like, I'm about this money. I don't care what a person say, what a person look. You know, I was just like, I'm getting this money.
What put you there?
Shit, man. I basically, when my mother was on crack, bro, I had to pay for school fees. I had to buy my own school clothes. So it put me in a mentality like, nah, I ain't gonna beg. I didn't have no one to ask. You know what I'm saying?
You always got to make sure you straight. You the only nigga to make sure that you gonna be straight.
Dog. I had to work, man. And then that's when, like, you know, my dad was going through his thing with his, his girlfriend at the time. He was trying to get right, but yeah, man, shit. I was like, I can't.
You got
ask
siblings?
Nobody. Yeah, I got a brother. And,
that you, I would say that you grew up with, not to
my brother.
like dismiss him. Your brother.
Yeah, but that
did
was
y'all turn out the same way?
My brother. Matter of fact, my brother was the one at the Tools for Teachers.
The cupcakes. Oh, yeah, he's a hustler.
He ended up going to prison for like 5 years selling dope. But that's my nigga, man.
Is that where he learned how to cook, bake?
I don't know.
Because
man.
like, Swoop,
you know what's
you're
crazy?
a chef, Swoop. But can you bake?
No.
Look,
he didn't say that on mic.
That's what he went.
No,
you can't bake.
That's when he got out of. He was doing that in prison. You know, a lot of cats come
He
out.
started
They
baking.
They get a culinary program.
Yeah, he did that culinary program in prison.
Man, real talk, nigga, chefs and bakers is totally different motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Pastry chefs and regular chefs. Look here, a chef likes to make things happen and make it quick. We gonna make that shit look good, taste good, everything. Even if it's not quick, it's gonna look good, taste good, and it's great. Motherfuckers that bake,
You gotta be patient.
you gotta be patient than a motherfucker. And you gotta be so patient that shit gonna take you 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then that shit don't come out right. You gotta do it again. Fuck that. Nigga, if my sauce don't taste right, I can add a little, you know what I mean? I can do something. I can throw a little, heavy cream and Parmesan in that bitch or some shit to make that motherfucker, okay, that motherfucker hit now. It might not be the same sauce from the last time, but that motherfucker good. You know what I'm saying?
Even then, it's enough to be able to like, all right, throw that out. Boom,
Yeah,
I can do another one in 10. 10 minutes.
That baking shit, you gotta have it. You gotta have that, like
you
love.
gotta know how your yeast is finna grade.
You gotta have that love
when
for
you
it,
like,
man. Like real talk, you got to. Like,
yeah.
I can make some bread right. I can make some dough. I can do my yeast and make that motherfucker blow up and all that shit if I wanted to. But why? What the fuck? I'm not about to do all that shit.
I gotta let this sit for an hour.
Yeah, I gotta let it sit for a fucking hour before I bake it again.
Yeah, it's fine.
Before I begin to bake it. You know what I'm saying? But, as culinary, people that have been to school, we all had our baking classes. So I understand it. I've done it. I know how to make shit. I know how to make cookies. And
enough to let you know that this ain't the shit for me.
But it's not me. Nah, I'm good, nigga.
Man, you know what's fucked up? That's why, like, I fuck with catfishing, but I'm really not a big catfisher. I'm a bass fisher. Let me go out there, walk the banks. Let me throw my shit out there, reel it. Let me see what's happening. Boom, throw my shit. Catfishing, nigga, you literally throw your pole out, sit it down, and then just sit there and wait. That I'm not that type of fisher. That's not me, but I understand it because I've had moments where we had the cooler, the drinks, we chilling,
you can chill.
And I'm like, all right, so we really not here for fishing.
But with the fishing shit, nigga, I want to eat my shit. You get too big a catfish, that motherfucker nasty.
Man, nasty as
You not
fuck,
about to eat
bruh.
no big ass catfish, nigga.
And
you know
I did, and that shit was
you tried?
not.
I could have told you that in the beginning.
Man, that shit was not where it was at.
That shit tastes like every piece of shit that motherfucker ate.
Nah, you want a baby?
Yeah.
Give me that baby, and that motherfucker, them catfish nuggets right there.
That's why you eat them bluegills and them crappies and shit, nigga. They little and they bony in the motherfucker, but I tear them motherfuckers up on everything because they fire.
The old lady had a red nigga. I'll wait till B come back.
Come on, man. We there. We rambling right now.
All right, Jones. Let them know. You know what? This ain't your part. So, if y'all want to listen to the Stakes is High podcast, you want to listen to more of Jones, his co-host TC.
Shout out TC, man.
He's about to to get married and shit.
My nigga.
Yeah, man.
My nigga. So make sure y'all go to Stakes is High podcast. Y'all can find them on Stitcher, iTunes, iHeart, wherever you consume podcasts.
Email us at stakesishighpod@gmail.com. Any questions, concerns, I want to be a guest on the show.
Go to stakesishighpod@gmail.com.
And that's on Facebook, Instagram, Stakes Is High Pod, all that good stuff. You know.
We are the Drunken Knights. Protectors of the truth.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What we do?
Go ahead.
We want to give our contact first?
No, go ahead.
We are the Drunken Knights, Protectors of the truth.
It wasn't that time.
Okay, go ahead. Hold on. Go. I know where it goes.
And non-truth ain't got to be your truth.
Not the fuck yeah. I'm talking about when he start doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Wait. It's coming up.
Okay.
It's coming Tell me about my show. It's my show, motherfucker. Don't tell me about my shit. I know what my nigga do.
Fuck yeah. No. Go ahead.
This is the time where y'all put the microphones close to your pussy, okay? But let me do it. We are the Drunken Knights, Protectors of the truth, and our truth ain't got to be your truth, but that does not mean it is not the fucking truth. Here you go now, Johnson. We love y'all. We thank y'all.
We love
and
you.
we appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
And if you are a first time listener, just kind of put this part on repeat and let it vibrate you.
Motorcycle. Hey, y'all see the girls do the motorcycle? Y'all see the girls do
No, we haven't seen it.
No, you seen it, bro. When they do and then the ass we shake it, then they do it again.
I have not
seen that.
No.
I'm at the floor.
We love y'all. We thank y'all. And we appreciate y'all.
Oh, yeah.
But for those that are not fucking with us, then fuck y'all.